say it's okay. Don't brush it off, don't pretend, don't lie to yourself. Saying it's okay when it's not is like covering a wound with a dirty bandage. It might seem like it's helping, but underneath it's festering, getting worse. Every time you say those words, you're letting the world chip away at you piece by piece, until there's nothing left but a hollow shell. Why do we do it? Why do we say it's okay when it's anything but? Because it's easier. It's easier to swallow the hurt, to bite back the anger, to avoid the confrontation. But in the long run, that easy path leads to a dead end. It leads to resentment, to bitterness, to a life filled with what-ifs and if-onlys. When you say it's okay, you're telling the world that your pain doesn't matter. You're giving others permission to keep hurting you, to keep crossing your boundaries, to keep taking advantage of your silence. And they will. Oh, they will. Because people will push as far as you let them. It's not just about the big things either. It's about the little things. The everyday slights and insults. The times when you should have spoken up but didn't. Those moments add up, and before you know it, you're buried under a mountain of unresolved feelings. You tell yourself you're being strong, that you're rising above it. But in reality, you're just avoiding the hard work of standing up for yourself. And let's talk about that standing up for yourself. It's not easy. It's uncomfortable, it's messy, it might even be scary. But it's necessary. Because if you don't stand up for yourself, who will? If you don't demand respect, who will give it to you? If you keep saying it's okay, you're teaching people how to treat you. And they'll believe you. They'll believe that you don't mind being overlooked, that you don't mind being mistreated, that you don't mind being ignored. And then slowly but surely you'll start to believe it too. Don't let that happen. Don't let it's okay become your mantra, your excuse, your way of hiding from the world. Because you deserve better. You deserve to be heard, to be respected, to have your feelings acknowledged. You deserve to say no, to say this isn't right, to say I won't accept this. There's power in those words. There's power in refusing to let things slide, in refusing to accept less than you deserve. It's not about being difficult or confrontational. It's about valuing yourself enough to demand better. It's about recognizing that your peace of mind, your well-being, your happiness are worth more than avoiding a tough conversation. So stop saying it's okay when it's not. Start saying what you really feel. Start being honest with yourself and with others. It won't be easy at first. It might feel awkward, even terrifying. But over time you'll find that it's liberating. You'll find that when you stop lying to yourself, you start living for real. You start building relationships based on truth and mutual respect, not on unspoken resentment and hidden pain. And for those who don't like it, who don't appreciate the new you, well, let them go. Let them walk away. Because you don't need people in your life who only like you when you're silent, when you're compliant, when you're saying it's okay. You need people who respect you enough to handle your truth, who value you enough to care about your feelings, who are strong enough to stand with you, not just when you're easy to deal with, but when you're honest and real. So don't say it's okay when it's not. Speak your truth, even if your voice shakes. Stand up for yourself, even if your legs tremble. And remember, you're not just doing it for yourself. You're doing it for everyone who's ever been told to sit down, to be quiet, to accept less. You're doing it to break the cycle of silence and submission, to pave the way for a world where everyone's voice is heard, where everyone's feelings are respected. If this speaks to you, if you're ready to stop saying it's okay and start saying what's real, then subscribe. Let's keep this conversation going. Let's stand up for ourselves together.